13. That is Surftech SO for Shootout 13. If you tuned in late and you missed some of the action of the men's semifinal number 1, or for that matter the women's final, you can go to our Ustream channel and play on demand some of those clips. The web address is supconnect.com/live, and that will direct you to our Ustream channel. That again is supconnect.com/live to watch on-demand clips from the women's final and the men's semifinal number 1. This is a stand-up paddleboard contest where the surfers have a slightly larger, more buoyant board, and they propel themselves with paddles to catch waves. That gives them the advantage to catch more waves and also to leverage some maneuverability. Let's check out a replay here. Okay, we're going to be checking out some action of semifinal 1. Let's check it out. Here's Dave Bainey being very aggressive on his backhand. Look how responsive that board is. So that was the first wave. Here we're doing a little bit of a recap of men's semifinal 1. Here, now we're live on his backhand off the top. That was a very tricky turn, and that looks like Tom Loy, the man from San Clemente, California. Also a very well-rounded surfer. He can nose ride as well as throw some very progressive turns. See Tom Loy off the top on that roundhouse, scoring some points there. This is the men's semifinal number 2. The 2 waves right now that we have on the board, there are the longer rides. We have blue and black. Black being Tommy Loy, and blue, I think he was on his backhand. That is Drew Brophy, all the way from Southern California, a Southern California surf artist. There might be a set on the outside. There is a set all the way on the outside. A beautiful takeoff. That looks like Brandon Rambo working that wave. That's that surfboard and that wave. That's an 8-2. Brandon really looking nice and fast down the line. That's the rider in green you're watching right now on your screen. Your high definition screen, brought to you by Supconnect. So we want to give a shout out to not just Surftech and all the people who make it possible, but also we want to give a shout out to our partnering websites, SupJournal, SupSurf Mag, SupRacer, and SupGladiator, Case Gotcha, all the way in Austin, Texas. Guys, thanks a lot for broadcasting this on your websites as well. And thanks a lot for the crew. Here we have more action in the men's semifinal number 2. Deep in the pocket is, here we go, got two riders. Brophy on the left of your screen in blue. There is Drew Brophy right there. And we had rider in pink, but he was too deep and wasn't able to make that section. And the rider in pink was Jeff Clark, local legend and all-around big wave rider. You definitely want to catch the interview with Jeff Clark. So Jeff Clark is one of the most well-respected big wave riders in the world. The man is a legend. More recently, he has picked up stand-up paddle surfing, and here he is in action. So let's check out an instant replay here. There is Tommy Loy on his backside. Look at the board placement, just perfect. He doesn't catch side rails or anything. Keeps working. Here is a beautiful setup, super slow-mo from our control room here. Thanks a lot for this beautiful roundhouse. Nice turn into the pocket. Another thing too that's very important is to keep your speed. Here another turn. His rails just coming through that white water really clean. Sets up for another roundhouse off the top. Look at that tail slide, like tail slide there. And off he goes. That was Tommy Loy from San Clemente, California. But as I was saying, Jeff Clark, who is in this heat, in this men's semifinal, #1, is a local legend. We interviewed him earlier, and you can check his interview on the Ustream channel for Supconnect. That is Supconnect, supconnect.com/live, and you can watch that Jeff Clark interview live, on demand. I'm sorry, on demand from the Surftech Shootout. Let's check out an instant replay of Brandon Rambo coming up here. Here we go. There is Brandon on his front side, fading into the pockets to find more speed. Sets up for another turn, and there go throws some spray there and back into the pocket. Remember the judging criteria: closest to the pocket, to the white water, and most radical maneuvers. Another turn, his third turn, really nice. Goes around the white water trying to find some open face, but nope, that's the end of his ride, but definitely scores some points there. So Brandon Rambo, also from Southern California, right there in San Clemente, the home of some of the world's greatest talents and also some of the highest profile surf contests in the world. Earlier this year, or last year, we were working at one of those events, and we created the world's first interactive video for the Lowers Pro, where you can go to the YouTube channel and interact with the video and create your own experience. There is Brandon. Well, we're going to go over his profile in just a bit, but here is, I believe, Jeff Clark. Yeah, that is none other than Jeff Clark working, but the wave doesn't give him much. We got another wave on the outside. As you can see, they take off really deep around the point. We have on his backhand, Tommy Loy gets a nice turn right off the top, but again, that wave doesn't give him much of a shoulder. Let's bring back that profile there with Brandon Rambo and go through some of his stats while the guys are waiting for some set. On the outside, there is Brandon. Born in the USA, residing in San Clemente, California. He is only 23 years old. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, 165 pounds, and a regular foot. So he's surfing on his front side. Okay, and let's take a look at, we got an interview here.